Lexi is in a dramatic mood right now.
Don't
I thought she was about to hit me, I'm not gonna lie. She's about to feel...
anymore. Did you see what you did? Okay.
I love her to death, I love her to death, I love her to death.
Is that your mantra?
If I say it 3 times, it's true.
This is not Snow White.
What?
That from Snow White?
It's no place like home. It's no place like home. That's from Snow White. That's also not Snow White.
No, that is from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Look at you messing up too.
When does Snow White say 3 things in a row?
You tell me. That was your suggestion.
No, I didn't say Snow White. You did.
You said. What did you say?
I didn't say any. I literally said.
No, you said if I no, that's right.
If I say it 3 times, it'll be true. And you said, "Is that from Snow White?" It's like, no, it's not from Snow.
It sounds like something Snow White would say.
No, it's fucking Wizard of Oz.
Hey y'all.
Howdy.
Welcome
back to our channel.
Alrighty, so today we have. It's not exactly requested, but it's requested in our minds.
Absolutely.
To do the interracial couples tag. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much to the Rice family. I don't know them personally, but I have been looking for an interracial couples tag literally all day, all yesterday, couldn't find one, and I went on YouTube and I don't know if they made it themselves, but they were just the ones who gave me the questions. Thank y'all. I know you don't know who we are, but if you ever, for some slim chance, watch this, thank you.
You're the real MVP.
Right. And also, for anyone who's like really familiar with this tag, there are typically 9 questions to it apparently. I added an extra one because I'm a freak and I like even numbers. What is your race/ethnicity?
So we'll sum it up. I'm English, Irish, and Scottish. That's where my heritage is from.
I'm Heinz 57. I'm German, Irish, Haitian, plus more, but the list it's such a long list. The main one's just German, Irish, Haitian. There you go. Was this your first time dating outside of your race?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes. I've only dated white people up until this point, and I talked to 1 Hispanic chick. That was it. I've always dated white people.
So have I. What has been the most challenging thing about dating interracially?
I would probably say just like getting used to like the looks and stuff that people give you, and my family, because my family I'm literally one of the only people that I'm aware of that is dating out of my race. Like
just the irritating questions. Like I get it, people want to know, people are curious, but sometimes it's just ignorance, and I'm like, okay,
that's the world we live in.
Yeah. So do we get any dirty looks or stares in public?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
9 times out of 10, we'll just sit there and laugh at them because it's funny to look at.
I don't even pay attention to it. I'm so used to it. I have such a mixture. Like my family comes from a mix, so it's kind of like my whole life people have been looking at just my family wrong in general, because like a lot of people don't think I could possibly be my mother's child because she's so much lighter than I am. I pay attention to a lot of people like when we're out in public, so I notice it a lot more than she does, and 9 times out of 10, I'll point it out to her, and then we'll just make a joke about it and move on, because it really doesn't, like, we don't care much about what people think about us. We're living our own life, we're happy, so, I mean, it doesn't really it shouldn't affect other people's lives, but some people think it has to. Do you plan on getting married and having children? Well, married, I see that in the future. Children, at least right now, we don't want children at all. We're not actively planning on getting married right now, but we can definitely see it in the future. Absolutely. And, you know, kids are for other people. Yeah, not necessarily us. If we have a child, then we would be more than happy to have said child. But it's not anything we are planning for. I'll say that. So if we were to have kids, how do we think they're going to be perceived? I mean, I feel like they would be perceived as a smart kid who has a very loving family at home that loves them dearly, and there is nothing different from them and the kid they're sitting next to, no matter what race they are. You know, it's like we're running out of purebred people in the world, so I feel like, you know, everyone's mixed with something. Right, somewhere down the line. Somewhere, right. And that's what we want to instill in if we ever have kids. Is like,
you do not look at anyone differently because they're not the same skin color or because they have a different preference. You know, there's no point in alienating people that have that kind of preference that's different from yours. We're all people. We live in this world together. We might as well try and work together.
Is it different dating, like me, versus any other person that you dated that was your race?
I would say yes. I absolutely think that it is different. There's different cultures, and especially when you date out of your own race, you get the different opinions from people, and you get different looks from people, and people will treat you differently because I'm dating someone that is of a different physical race. But me personally, I don't care.
Basically, to sum up my answer, it's kind of different, but not really, because it doesn't depend on the race. In my eyes, it depends on the individual. The individual, regardless of their race, if they're not right for you, they're not right for you. It just so happens that when I find myself attracted to a guy and I start talking to a guy and end up getting into a relationship, 8 times out of 10, actually 9 times out of 10, it's typically with a white guy. Nothing I can help from a predominantly white area. It's what I was exposed to. It's what I'm used to. That's kind of where I stand with that.
Do you interact with other interracial couples? Yes.
Yes.
Actually, one of our best friends is interracial. Like, our best couple that we like to go on dates with are interracial. Actually, both of them, ironically, are both interracial.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So, what made you fall in love with this other person? I guess I'll answer first then.
I like how you put your hand up to cough and I put my hand up to bird.
Twins. What made me fall in love with her, honestly, was just that we vibed so well together. Like, we never had, if you watch of course, our love story video, you'll dive more deep into this, but we didn't really interact a lot when we worked together, when we were around each other. And when I started to get to know her a lot, I've noticed that we went through a lot of the same struggles. We had a lot of the same problems, and we're very similar minded on a lot of things. We both have a very childish, kind of playful mind too. So,
some more than others.
Right, some more than others. But yes, her. If you didn't get it, it's her. We just vibe so well together. Like, we literally just mix.
For me, I would say, geez, just one.
She's always had this struggle.
I love so much about him, it's ridiculous. I don't know, it was a different relationship, and it felt very, very much so different from any other relationship I've been in, and something about it just felt right. You know, everything else felt okay, but this one just felt right. And I think in feeling that way, I fell in love with him.
Aww.
Plus, he makes me laugh, and he's really attractive.
What is your favorite feature about the other person?
Ooh.
I want to say one of my favorite, like, physical features of her is her eyes, even though most people, and her included, think that, like, darker color, especially brown eyes, are just like, eh. I don't know what it is about her eyes, but I just love them so much. I could literally just stare at her eyes, like, all the time. And if I had to pick, like, a personality, like, / emotional trait that I love about her, is easily, and even though it gets on my nerves sometimes, is her, like, playful kind of attitude, and she knows how to flip that from something like, oh, now it's time to be serious type thing. Most of the time she knows that, at least. But it's better than my previous relationships and previous people I've been around. Most people don't know how to do that. Like, they're, like, in play mode, and then they don't know when to go serious. So I appreciate that she has that ability.
Oh, so sweet. I like your eyes, your hair, your backside. He got a donk.
Lord, y'all.
Personality trait, though, your sense of humor is very, very attractive. I love your sense of humor.
I'm glad someone does, at least.
I love your sense of humor, and I'm trying to think. What else? His ability to listen is wonderful. I talk so much, and this man listens to, well, he pretends like he listens to everything, and that's what I really appreciate.
Okay, well, that was the last question, y'all. And she's gone. So while she's laughing, I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out. So, if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe, we'd appreciate it. And then don't forget to turn on the little notification bell. That way you get notified right when we post, so you can enjoy all of this lovely interaction. Just lovely. That's about it. Do you have anything else to say or anything else to add?
Not really. If y'all would like to see us do any other challenge or video, or if you enjoyed our cooking segments that we posted, if you want to see us make anything,
Alright, put some
let
recipes,
us know.
whatever. Just put it in the comments, or if you don't want to like put it out for everyone to see, you can just send us a message. You know, we'll make sure we read it and respond back to you guys, because we love hearing from y'all. We like having a conversation. We want to feel like we're a big family. You know.
Right.
And yeah.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yep. And also for any of you interracial couples out there, stay strong. You
We
are
feel
not
your
alone.
pain.
I know. We will see y'all in our next video.
Yep.
Until then, stay safe.
Wear your seatbelt.
Don't text and drive.
Don't drink and drive. Where are we going with this? All right.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.